Check, check.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nerd Glasses Podcast. I am Boater.
And I'm Dave, man.
Dave, you remember way back in the before times when there would be like parties and you would go to a friend's house. It's always interesting to see what sort of guests you could have come over. And I heard this one time there was an infectious disease that went over to another's house, and one was like, "Hey, you can't be here. We don't want you to be here." And the disease turned and said, "Well, you're not a very good host." It's a pathogen joke.
Boater, I'm more confused. I'm more confused about
The before times, how things used to be.
no. Like I understand the before times before COVID, but people would do what again?
Dave, it's this thing that was called being social.
So social. Am I
It
saying
was
that
like
right?
it was like a social network, but IRL.
Oh, so MySpace. That was before Facebook. You're confusing
Sort
me,
of.
Boater.
Sort of. In that you could really only have your top 8 friends over at a time rather than all 500. Your other left. There you go.
Here's the problem. Savannah was in the chair. Savannah warmed up the chair, and then Savannah don't stare at me off. She's vexing me off camera, by the way. She really hates that I have been streaming so much from home. Thank you very much, Demon Dragon. Also, welcome Anti-Klaus Prime and Vladdy, and anyone else in chat, by the way. We would love to hear from you. Give us a hey. Give us a, I mean, in my stream, I always say a get good, but I mean, on this one, you could say nice topic, nerd. I
don't know.
So, Boater, I have found some very interesting things that are going on, some carry-ons from things we have discussed on past programs.
Sure.
We've got a very busy month coming up, but I did find a couple videos that I would like for you and I to watch and react to, because there's a game that upon seeing that it was released, I was really shocked that I didn't hear about it from you and Dan. Um,
Okay.
do we want to hop in? Actually, so first of all, I want a dramatic news anchor theme, and I'm going to do one of these. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news here on the Nerd Glasses. This is exclusive to Insane Games TV and most major news outlets, but they defer to us. Please, please. Adam Schefter called me from ESPN to let me know, and this is going to be breaking news, Boater, for you and I. So
Okay.
brace yourself.
Okay. Okay. I'm braced. Hold on.
The
I'm
Overwatch
braced.
League MVP Sinatra has retired to join the Sentinels Valorant team. I know.
Ooh. Wow.
A hundred and
That's
fifty
incredible. I can't
one
even
hundred and fifty
begin to
thousand
say what I
dollars
think
a
about that.
year. 150 grand a year to sign with the Overwatch League. The guy pretty much became the face of that league, and now we've had our first ever major move in esports from one to another.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
has to
Yeah.
officially retire to leave the contract that he's currently in. So this is for those of you who do not know, esports is a lot like pro sports where each of the people you see playing on these have signed pretty thickly worded contracts
Oh
about
yeah. Oh yeah.
conduct and what you do, things like that. Um, but
Despite
he
news to
has
the contrary, yes, there are such things in the contracts.
yes, which is why a lot of them always get in trouble when they post stupid things online or
Yeah.
uh, in the case of pardon me, something just Taco Bell just cleared into my throat. Thank you.
Yum.
Sorry about that. I'm just
Delicious.
so enthused about Sinatra leaving to go to Valorant, and I'm so interested to see what that means for Valorant going forward and what it means for the Overwatch League.
Hmm.
Um, it's going to be super interesting to see how that goes. Um, but I was in line for Taco Bell watching some 2v Tuesdays.
Yep.
Fantastic job on the Minecraft stream, by the way, gentlemen. Um, thank you for always starting us off on the right foot for
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Absolutely.
Which, by the way, a solid day. You get 2 scoops of Boater, 1 scoop of Dave, and a scoop of 2v Tuesdays, who then go on Insane Games Live. It's amazing. Um, um, Dan just text me, by the way, that
Yeah.
Tom made um the Weekend Wednesdays go live for
Yay.
for this go screen, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me kind of cry. It's really nice because it goes over like a lot of history of the Weekend Wednesday, things like that,
Yeah.
and I'm super excited to share it tomorrow. Um, but that was the breaking news for
Okay.
the segment.
There, I'm going to say caution because the display might blank out for a moment. You said you had videos to share?
Yes, so I would like for you to watch the preview for this game.
Okay.
Uh,
I am going to add a thing. I'm not. Oh, that is not at all the right shape that I thought it would be.
whoop, whoop.
Um, that
I'm
might
gonna
work
throw it in chat.
better. Nope,
Um,
that's not. What is going on? Oh my God.
oh, not print.
Oh
Technical
geez. What
difficulties
is?
abound.
All I'm trying to do. There. I think that is going to be the correct size for a video player. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, shoot me a link, son. We'll see how this works.
I sent it in the Twitch chat,
Okay.
and while you're doing that,
This
I'm gonna
is
look up
SnowRunner,
this.
the
I
next
got a little more
generation
breaking
off-road
news
experience
from my
featuring
dad, and this will be very interesting, if it's
Okay.
true.
It just. Well, I was trying to do this with a window capture, but sure enough, it just shows as a blank screen. So, backup plan. Get rid of that thing going on.
Welcome to the Nerd Glasses, where
Yeah, this was sprung on me a little bit last minute.
oh yeah, it's the best way to be.
You know, like you do. Um, wow, that is wrong. There we go. And now maybe don't make it so humongous. There we go. Cool. Hey, look at that. That's like it's been there all along, folks. Okay, what are we watching? We were watching a trailer for a game called SnowRunner.
Yeah.
This is SnowRunner, the next generation off-road experience featuring unparalleled physics simulation and a massive sandbox
Well,
world.
do I just get to drive a
You
beat
are
up
an
pickup
off-road
around?
trucker,
Hell yeah.
braving the wilderness to tackle a wide variety of contracts,
better,
explore and discover new locations, and take on a multitude of challenges. Standing in your way is nature itself, with meticulously simulated mud, water, and snow.
This looks really cool.
SnowRunner features a best-in-class
why I'm
physics
so
system
shocked
that
I
accurately
didn't hear
simulates
about this
natural
from
terrain
you
and
or
water.
Dan.
Well, it doesn't
This is like
strike
Mud,
me as something
snow,
that would
and
be
ice
like a big
all have
AAA
their
thing.
own physical behaviors.
Look at
They
those
each
graphics,
take into
though.
account
Yeah, but I
vehicle
mean,
weight,
like,
tire spin,
you know,
and
like
even the water content
American
of the
Truck
terrain,
Simulator and
meaning there's a new
things
challenge
like that
around
don't get
every
like
corner.
huge AAA, whatever. They're, you know,
Crossing rivers is
AA at
particularly
best.
treacherous, as water currents are accurately simulated and may completely overwhelm your vehicle. Careful accelerator control and mindful use of the steering wheel are essential, though if needed, your trusty winch can help you out of even the
In
trickiest
chat, I had a
situations.
question. Was that a 1991 Chevy pickup? I believe it is, or at least as close to
That-
be.
like that
when they can't
vintage,
say that they're
yeah.
Chevy.
I just realized that I have this.
There
this
are
is slightly
3
drowning you
regions
out,
split
so I'm
across
gonna-
11 open world maps
that
to
down a little.
explore, offering the largest maps in the franchise's history. Each region, Alaska,
So, I'm
Michigan,
just saying,
and Tamir, offers its own distinct
Coming to
setting,
an Insane Games
objectives,
TV
and
or
challenges.
Motorbug stream near you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Freely travel
that
these
game,
regions
by
and
the way,
discover
this
new
game's called
landmarks,
SnowRunner.
missions,
It
contracts,
came out
upgrades for your vehicles,
today
and many other rewards
for
in
Xbox
each new
One,
zone you
PlayStation
explore.
4, and the PC.
Most contracts
And,
and activities can be
the
carried out
person
at
who
your own
reviewed
pace
it that
and
I
in the
read,
order that you wish.
On a site called
Some will even have an
jalopnik.com.
impact on the world
I
around
just picked
you,
one out of the blue
facilitating your future
that seemed to have
travels
more, a
through the map.
little more heft than it was fun.
These activities
Well, no,
can include
Jalopnik, I follow
transporting goods
Jalopnik,
and
and they're not a
materials,
video game review site. They're a
rescuing
sister site to
vehicles,
Kotaku.
building bridges,
But they are an
repairing
automotive
cargo lines
focused
or oil
site, so I
pipes,
love seeing their
clearing roadblocks
view
to
of
open
things
new
like this.
paths,
So
and
they
new to the
definitely got
franchise,
into this.
mega-sized deliveries.
Wow.
More challenging missions
literally
can even take you
hope
across several
so
maps,
much to see
linked together by tunnels and
Insane
highways.
Dan.
This makes planning
this
for the
could be a
long
Dan
haul
Motor
very
joint.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This could finally be the thing that we
could be
have
the
been
one.
screaming for on Sunday services and the weekend Wednesday.
Using
and
the
90%
right
of the
vehicle and
TM314
tools for the
ones that me and
job
Mark get
is
into
vital.
because then we're like, has Dan streamed
SnowRunner features
NASCAR
a
yet?
huge
Because
selection of 40
we missed that.
customizable
We
vehicles,
do.
including some of the best
Sorry to-
Played
sorry
his
to continue
co-op,
to-
says
truck
Anti-Klaus.
brands
Oh,
in
man.
the world. These include
Oh.
Ford, Freightliner,
So,
and Caterpillar,
Wanty,
with fully
please
Plenty
licensed
of
interiors
Um,
licensed vehicles.
Vehicles
Ford,
can be
Caterpillar,
outfitted
Freightliner.
with snorkels for deep water traversal, chain tires for attacking snow, and much more.
it's
Deep
it's
visual
basically this
customization
is
is
basically by
also
the way
available,
pornographic
with a
material
wide
for
assortment of paints,
kind of boater.
decals,
Like this
rims,
is
and
kind of
lights.
like the game.
It.
Like
I mean, okay, so it's been a while since I played Truck
you're free
Sim.
to
Like I
progress
might
through the game
play it a
solo,
little bit this
trucking
upcoming
the
month,
untamed
just for
wilderness
St.
is
Jude
often a team
streaming, which we'll
endeavor.
talk more about
SnowRunner
later in
comes
the
with
program.
cooperative multiplayer,
But like it's been a
letting you
while
bring up
since
to 3
I
friends
played
along on your outdoor exploits.
American Truck Simulator. Although
Additional
with them,
content is
they
planned
just
for after
released
release,
the first
such as new
map, the
vehicles,
Mac Anthem.
maps, regions,
'cause
and
they got that
activities,
license finally.
alongside console mod
Nice.
support, community modding
And I
tools,
think the
and a
New
bunch
Mexico
more
expansion
features.
just came out, but I could be wrong
Thanks
about
for
that.
watching,
It's been a while since I
and we
played.
hope to see you in the wilds when SnowRunner releases.
so boater, how
April
much
28th,
of a
2020.
donation for St. Jude's to just get you to jackknife the truck wherever you are?
Pre-order the standard and premium edition today to receive the
We'll see.
Navistar
We'll see.
5000
I mean, like I've
MV
definitely done
tractor.
it during St. Jude fundraising before. There was a
So-
great moment where I was where I was talking to someone. They were telling me about Magic the Gathering lore, which is fascinating to me. And I was eating
yeah.
ice cream and I was driving. And guess which one of those was the least important? Oh, that just disappeared.
So I'm sending you a link for a video that I would like us to. It's a palate cleanser and a amuse-bouche of certain terms to move us on to other streams.
Well, hold on. I got to get through a crummy ad first, and then I'll turn the capture back on.
No worries. No free rides here on Insane Games TV advertisers. You reach out to our powers that be, and you get us sponsorships, huh?
So this is we wanted to talk about this. We'll just roll right into this because we had this kind of as an idea a couple of weeks ago to talk about creations that people are making with Animal Crossing, because there's a lot of really cool things here. And Dave, do you want to intro this one, or should I just hit play?
This is one of the many things that you can do with your Animal Crossing island, and just a wee bit of video editing. Just a little, though, not a lot. If I open the tab on my own stream, because I can't hear that, will that start to echo it?
No, it shouldn't, because I'm just getting your mic. There's nothing else getting sent through.
Because I want to hear that song too.
You're gonna be on a delay if you're listening to it, so listening to it's gonna be a little something.
That's okay. I'll refrain from humming along.
He says he'll refrain from humming, but he'll just mute his mic, which is a decent,
Exactly. How far are you into the song?
It's about halfway in right now.
Okay, I'll skip to halfway. So, I know what you're thinking to yourselves watching at home. What the fuck is this? And the answer is people being excellent together.
Yeah.
By the way, no, in-game, you can't create something like this. You do have to kind of... What the person edited was they edited the notes a little bit, because each instrument in Animal Crossing plays about 5-6 notes.
Yeah.
And it's random. It's not an intentional mechanic. So.
And very clearly, like visually for playing it, they're just like standing and gesturing near props.
I love that. I saw it and I thought that's perfect for here.
Don't need a PlayStation ad. Final Fantasy VII ad. Okay, cool. There we go. And I have one Animal Crossing one that I found that I would like to share.
Guys, we have, and by the by, we do have a lot of topics to discuss. We do have Death Stranding coming up, by the way. We're not going to push that off another week. We can't afford to keep flying it from San Francisco.
I'm gonna turn this one on. Dave, let me send you a link, and we'll start watching Synchronized so that you can comment live. So I'm gonna drop this into our Skype chat.
Got it. Oh, Boater sent me a chat in Skype. All right,
so open
let me
it
know
up.
when to play it. Oh, you didn't, you wonderful man. I'm gonna add my part.
In 3, 2, 1.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Now, the audio obviously comes from something else previously.
About 30 feet back.
But I just love the use of this for the animation.
He breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's
this
blood
is so
everywhere.
well done.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's punishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf. Lurking in the shadows. Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Living in the woods. Shia LaBeouf.
I'm sorry.
Living for sport. Shia LaBeouf. Eating all the bodies.
Don't mute your mic, sir.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Don't mute your
Now
mic.
it's dark.
We need the laughs.
You seem to have lost him, but you're hopelessly lost yourself. Stranded with a murderer, you creep silently through the underbrush. Aha! In the
If you haven't heard this,
small
just
cottage
look
with a
up.
light on. Hope.
Just look up Shia LaBeouf by Rob Kennedy. It's amazing.
Ah! It's caught in a bear trap!
Gnawing off your leg. Living to the cottage.
Quiet.
Now you're on the doorstep. Sitting inside. Shia LaBeouf. Sharpening an axe. Shia LaBeouf. But he doesn't hear you enter. Shia LaBeouf. You're sneaking up behind me. Strangling superstar Shia LaBeouf. Fighting for your life with Shia LaBeouf. Selling a knife from Shia LaBeouf. Stab it in his kidney. Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your stump
We
leg.
have probably scared off a
You've beaten
bunch of people who.
Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise, there's a gun to your head and death in his eyes, but you can do jujitsu. With body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf, shifting every fight with Shia LaBeouf. Normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf. You try to swing an axe at Shia LaBeouf, but blood is draining fast from your stump leg.
Machinima as an art form has evolved a lot, and it's great to see something done with such simple passion as this.
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe from Shia LaBeouf.
More like rigor mortis did arrive at the exact good moment.
So that's that.
And then they end with girls just want to have fun. That's good. So stick around for the end of the program because we will just link the actual song and the actual video, which does feature Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
By the way,
Spoilers.
Voter, I'll spoil it. I'll spoil it for folks that are watching. By the way, but if you help Boater get to $250, Boater and myself will in fact play. What's the name of the game with that?
Yes, a micro RPG called Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
And what we'll be doing is picking out from people who have donated to our campaigns to join in on Skype or other such services to be able to join that. So definitely make sure. I know we're still in Animal Crossing, but we're also starting to pitch for St. Jude's.
Yes. So was there anything more?
The active shitposting has extended to art.
Was there anything more Animal Crossing that you wanted to hit, or shall we just go ahead and talk about what's coming up?
I've really enjoyed how Animal Crossing New Horizons has truly adapted with the times, and once again, it's outdone itself. I think
it's become a much bigger thing than it would have otherwise because it is partially escapist, but it's also like this low stress kind of thing. I started playing Stardew Valley a couple days ago because I kind of needed, like, let me just try a low stress nothing simulator. And I don't know if Stardew Valley is right for me. I think that Animal Crossing would be a better fit. But I also know that there are other games that I need to spend money on in the coming week to get ready for things coming up. Insane Games TV, you say that song is stuck in your head like it's a bad thing.
Oh yeah. No, that's actually the perfect face for that song getting stuck in your head. And now that I know that people who I work with in the store, because God bless. Sorry, tangent. Surprise. There was one shift where. Dan had to attend to something outside of the store, so I looked at Mike and I was like, Mike, can I put on some Devin Townsend? And Mike's like busy, and he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I had an entire concert. I threw the DVD in, and it started to play, and he started getting into his riffs and things like that. And I remember that then Tom and Dan came back, and they looked over, and it's this. Devin Townsend is a Canadian musician, by the way. He's very bald, and very proud of it. But they come back in, and there's this bald guy just jamming on this guitar, big sounds. And I remember both Mike, Tom, and Dan all looked at it, and then immediately just turned to me, and I just went, "You're welcome." So this will now be something that I'm going to try to play at least a couple times in the store. Obviously, when there's not customers around, because disembodying a local celebrity is not exactly, but
Yeah.
So Animal Crossing New Horizons, by the way, guys, if you have a Switch, I do recommend checking it out because it's a game. I'll be very honest with you guys. It stresses me out a little bit to play Animal Crossing because there is no structure.
Yes, that is without structure, that can be kind of, what do I do?
There's guidelines and there's goals to achieve and there's things to do.
It's
but
kind of like when you're at home and it's like, I don't have anything lending my life structure. I need to make that myself. So Animal Crossing is kind of an exercise in that, but you have a lot of free reign in doing it.
So I highly recommend checking it out. And by the way, if you do, definitely hop on to my Discord, add your friend code, because there's a lot of fantastic folks on there who would love to visit your village. buy some turnips at a fair price, and maybe even have Steve to your island, and he'll leave crap all around, hidden around your island, like some
Really?
sort of actual good Easter bunny.
Oh, okay, good stuff. I thought it was like Steve's fault. Like, why is there garbage?
I mean, for example, he left something on my island a substantially large time ago, and I just found it. So he does in fact do like the Nutcracker waltz around your island, just putting things and hiding stuff.
Nice.
It's fun.
Nice.
But we'll have more
I
Animal Crossing news as things happen.
Well, I like that
Um,
aspect of visiting other people's islands. And of course, this past week, someone posted on Twitter, "Hey, turnips are selling at my island for I think like 599 bells or whatever, like
which
a
is
lot,
the highest price, yeah, the
a
high price.
lot." DM me for the code so you can join. And Elijah Wood was like, "Code, please." And visited this random person's island and was like super nice. He's like, "Your island, this is beautiful." Oh, and having a good time and being like very ray of sunshine and supportive. It's just like really, really cool. And it's like, well, that's the high point of that person's month.
They'll forever know that Elijah Wood visited their Animal Crossing village, and also not only just used the service to get more turnip prices, but then also then like hung around and like talked to them
Yeah,
um,
exactly. Like
in the
they were
in
hanging
the
around for a
in-game
while.
chat, which is text only, but still like
Yeah.
rubbing elbows with celebrities is fun and cool. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, some family members are texting pictures of their children's doing adorable things, but not now, family.
More like Rick and
More like
Mortis. I
Rigor
don't
Mice.
believe so. That might have been a meme thing, but
Yeah, no, he's like trying not to parody himself or potentially make this person uncomfortable, because the other half is that he is a well-known and a famous and rich person, and
hmm
you're interacting one-on-one and directly with a person in public, and that can easily get turned into, well, then they said this or that, and then you get in
yeah, yeah, yeah,
trouble and
yeah.
people misinterpret what you say. So
Okay.
yeah, someone adjusted the meme for it. Um, so s- so I did wanna pitch this one more two thing if you're finished
Yeah,
with Animal Crossing.
absolutely, absolutely.
Um, More news from iRacing.
Okay.
Um, Denny Hamlin, stand-up racer, very good person, gives a lot to things like that. He had an issue with iRacing though.
Yeah.
He was playing.
Did he say a bad
He
word?
was No, it's better than that. He was racing, and as he's sitting in the cockpit, you can see one of his kids comes up and asks him a question. And you can't hear what the kid asks, but he says like to them like, "Oh, we'll do that later. Don't worry, once this is over." And he's still racing. And then you see the kid turn to the screen, and then suddenly he disconnects. And it's because his kid had the remote for the iRacing thing because she wanted to play. So during the event, she turned off his system and disconnected him from the iRacing.
Oh my god. Oh, that's
Um,
kids are
yep,
wonderful.
yep.
And they will find a
Um,
way. I like that. I like that. It was like we can do this willingly or the hard way. It was like,
it was.
can we do this thing? No.
I got really nervous when my dad texted me about that. He goes, "Did you hear what happened to Danny Hamlin during the iRacing?" And I know Denny Hamlin. Like, I'm a fan of
Yeah.
his racing and his team.
But it's
And I
like
literally
seeing a
was like,
celebrity trending on Twitter. You're like, oh no, they're either
I was like,
dead or they.
please no. But no, it was because once again, wholesome family is wholesome. Um, by the way, this is the same family, and I can't believe I didn't hear about this, but apparently one of the races that he was doing earlier this season, his daughter brought him a Coca-Cola and it exploded in the cockpit thing. So he's like suddenly holding it over the thing. I'll try to find videos of it for next week, but I absolutely had to share that story because wholesome AF. Speaking as wholesome AF, is anyone here a fan of Evangelion?
I'm familiar with it. I wouldn't say
Chat, are you a fan of
I
Evangelion?
haven't watched enough to say whether or not I am a fan.
He's not one of my favorites, says Insane Games TV. Um, I can see why. I do. I'm picking up what you're putting down with the team lines and everything, and past events that have happened between drivers that you have enjoyed. I don't want to, but by the way, I shared this link because Fender Guitars and the company that made Neon Genesis Evangelion are pairing together to make a custom Evangelion Fender Telecaster, and it is a work of art.
Nice.
It is beautiful as usual. For those of you who don't know, I'm a very big fan of music, so the fact that this has a custom inlay in the neck for the EVA 2 logo, the hardware has EVA logos. That's Evangelion for those of you who don't know. And it has the custom colors of the main character and the main characters. I'll simplify it down to it's a machine. It's not a Gundam. So I'm allowed to talk
Mech.
about it.
Mech. Mecha.
It's a mech, but it's also a living thing. It blurs lines that we can't get into
Okay.
here, but um, it's gonna be awesome.
What's Dan gonna do? He'd have to come get us.
Oh no, ye of little faith that Dan doesn't know how to just suddenly turn over and just. um. So while he put Gordon on the wall once. That I did know about, and it may be why he earned some points with me, but that's neither here nor there. But so the Evangelion Fender, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the Fender custom
we're back,
shops run at a starting price of $2,000.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just as a heads up, pinch those pennies if
Yes.
you need that. Um, I'm very happy that iRacing has had so many successes,
Mhm.
so many pitfalls, but then more wholesome content come out of it rather than
Yeah.
you know, dude
Eh.
saying racist things on air because
Yeah.
they're an idiot.
Yeah. So we're about midway through, and I definitely want to talk about what we've got coming up starting this weekend. For the
Mine
past,
may or may not have already started, and I may have already gotten some donations. So thank you, but
cool. So, yeah, I'm getting a bit of a late start on it because reasons. But okay, so since 2016, I have raised money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Dave has joined me along with that, and last year we started the Damn Bugs team to raise money for St. Jude. And the prize season for the fundraiser started yesterday, maybe even Sunday. I'm not quite sure. Starts late April, goes until the last day of May. And last year, the team that Dave and I captained raised over $1,400. I'm really proud of our team. We've done great, and we're looking to have another year for that. So essentially, what happens is that we are going to be streaming pretty much the entire time, like we do. Dave already basically does. I gotta catch up. And while we're streaming, we ask our viewers for donations. We're able to keep track of that live, see the donation bar go up, being able to thank people as we see one come in, as something shows up on screen. And we offer incentives, whether it's like, hey, you donated $50, so I'm gonna do this for you, or we hit X amount of dollars, so I'm going to do this event stream. And it's just been a really great thing, and like especially this year to be able to raise money for a hospital, even if it's not for the pandemic outbreak, it's still like for St. Jude to do what they need to do because like it is primarily childhood cancers, but in general, St. Jude does a lot of research for all sorts of childhood diseases, many of which are immunocompromising. So, ever more important, not that it wasn't important in previous years, but even more important this year. So,
Especially because St. Jude's is also a research hospital, as Boder said,
mhm.
and by the way, we donate a lot of money to them. They do spend the money paying these experts, paying these scientists, getting these things, and they collect all this data. And you know what they do with that data? They share it
Yeah.
with everybody else.
Yeah,
Because
straight up.
unlike a lot of these other systems, they actually want to cure cancer and figure out ways to fight cancer, not just maintain it.
Yeah, like overall
You know.
childhood cancer survival rate was 20% when they were founded in I think the 60s. Now it's 80% survival rate. They've gotten a specific form of cancer survival rate from like 3% to 93% survival rate. They do a lot of good. So we're excited to raise money for that, and we're going to be updating everyone on Nerd Glasses every week to say how the team is doing and how you can donate. And the really quick links for how you can donate is go to twitch.tv/DAM314 and twitch.tv/Boderbug. We're going to have links down below. Dave already has his set up. I need to work on mine tomorrow. And we'll have that set up so that you can make donations there. Follow us on social media, and we'll be sharing the donation links. Dave, you've already put a lot of work into like the incentives that I mentioned before. Do you want to share what some of the ones are that you're excited for?
So, the rewards or the goals?
Goals, whether it's the individual incentives or the group incentives for what you're going to do when you reach a goal.
So,
what are you excited for?
We're already at $25, and at $100, I'm going to be putting an extra long Saturday stream on. That means 6+ hours, by the way. That's extra long. At 150, Claire and I will be putting on an extra art stream. At $200, I'm going to be offering a read this to me stream where you can send me some sort of text thing, and I will, within mostly reason, read it either in my voice, in a character voice, do joke riffs at it. At $250, pending on the delivery of said item, I'm going to be making a jump over that skateboard video where people are going to elect for me to put things on the ground, and then I'm going to try to jump over them on a skateboard safely.
I was going to say, Dave, you can't afford a hospital trip for many reasons right now. Be careful.
But I am so very insured for certain reasons. At $300, by the way, I'm going to be adding to the next stream, whatever it may be, where an hour when I can only say the word allegedly. It is a little bit of an in-joke on DAM314, but I will only be able to say for 60 whole minutes from the start of the program, allegedly. At $350, I will be bringing back the Twitch Sing streams, where I will be singing your choice of songs as Kermit the Frog, and I will be giving them an earnest try as long as it's within Kermit or my singing range.
Sorry, really quick sidetrack since you mentioned Kermit. A video came out a couple days ago, officially from the Muppets, and it's just Kermit sitting in a swamp singing Rainbow Connection with his banjo, and it just like stabbed me right in the cry muscles.
I'd already set up to do a video like that, and now I'm not going to do it this year because they already did one. That's going to be infinitely better.
It was just like literally, it's Kermit starts his phone, goes back, sings it, plays it. It's beautiful. Goes up and stops the phone. It's super well done. Anyway, sorry, continue. That was a thing that happened. Please look that up. It's great.
I'll skip a little bit ahead to at $450 of our $500 goal. Myself and Joe from Geek for All will be getting together, and we will be playing Spider-Man 4 at least 12 hours consecutively. That's pending on, when the coronavirus, things like that.
Yeah, when it's safe to do so, that is a thing that will happen. And we've there was one year where, hey, we're going to do the Bean Boozled thing because we raised enough, and it literally didn't happen for like another 8 months.
I did also add some direct rewards that people can purchase that will be items. So for a $5 donation, you get to choose a song on the Kermit karaoke stream. And Twitch Sings has an immense library because Twitch is owned by Amazon, and Amazon has all of the Beatles catalog presently and a bunch of other things, just so you know. They do not have Louie Louie though, just as a heads up.
Well,
Um, I added a $15 thing for prize drawings. You could win autographed local comic books from Jay Moore's, things like that. A hand knit character from Stardew Valley, as made by Valai the Rando, a friendo in chat, and or all of these different notebooks from the various art streams and Claire's painting from the last art stream. And then at 50, if you donate $50 at one go, Claire has offered her printmaking services, and I have purchased the equipment for, and we are going to be making DAM 314 St. Jude's Play Live 2020 t-shirts that are only going to be made for the duration of the following month, and then we are going to throw out that print and never make them again.
that's really cool.
So I'm
Like,
very
I've
excited for the
got
St. Jude's
basically,
Play
like,
Live.
a video project that I'm in the early stages of thinking of. So like again, tomorrow I've got something else, unfortunately, that I need to work on, and then I'm gonna focus that as much as I can. So
And by the way, I did want to mention, sorry, Boder, just to
nope, go
hop
ahead.
on, but the reason Boder and I choose $500 a piece is because for $500, we are providing one platelet transfusion.
Mm-hmm.
That means, because as you know, if you have cancer, you have to get chemo, things like that. Your blood has to get cycled because now it's radiated, things like that.
Yeah.
And that's an expensive and very hard procedure. So to know that as a team, collectively, we are making sure that one kid is safe for another day means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Boder, and it means a lot to everyone on the DM Bugs team.
Yeah, like we've got a list of like what different dollar amounts buy, and if all you donate is $3, like there's
You're
things
helping
that
break it.
buys. Yeah.
And by the way, 100% of the money does go to St. Jude's. They have streamlined the process down a lot. It's not money that Boder and I get, and then we send it in, and then they get it, and tax write-offs
it
and
goes
McMillions.
It goes straight through.
Straight to
it
them.
processes through a company called Tiltify that does a lot of, like, its whole shtick.
It does exclusively fundraising.
Charity fundraising. I think they might take like 8% or something. I'm not sure, but I mean, we're talking in excess of 90% of your donation goes to St. Jude. And that's, in a world where sometimes like 40% of your donation makes it to where it's got to go. No, it's over 90%. So, it's a good cause. Your money goes straight to that. Again, I've been doing it for a lot of time. The first year that I did it, I was kind of like really deep in depression, and it gave me a creative outlet to do. It got me started into streaming, to getting a community together, and so it's just I'm really excited for it again because it's meant something to me personally, and obviously it means a lot to the kids that are undergoing treatment at St. Jude.
Yes. So it's the good and the bad of it is that, well, actually the brass tacks of it is, by the way, if you donate, it's tax. You can write it off on your taxes. It is a charitable organization. So, I'm just saying.
Okay, so that's St. Jude out of the way.
So check by DAM314 and Voterbug for future content. Make sure to influence the games. Throw in $5 and say pistols only for the next match.
Yeah,
Or in the Predator game, donate $3 and say just dunk it.
Like, even if we don't have it as like a formal incentive kind of thing, like we'll have ideas where like, hey, we did one where we were gaming together in person previous year where like we had just like little blocks of cheese, and it was like somebody
Please tell that story.
Yeah, and like we were just like nomming little pieces like blocks of cheese while we were playing, and then there was just like a block that was there off to the side, and it was like, oh, next donation that comes in, Dave's gonna eat this whole thing. And then it was probably like 15 minutes later, a $20 donation came in, and I just like picked it up and just jammed it into his mouth. It was good times. So like little like last minute things like that, just while we're playing. Hey, you know what? I'm playing I don't even know. Like, have an example. I'm playing Control right now. Donate whatever, and I'll go take a stab at that boss that's killed me 15 times. Just like off the cuff. So, all right.
Yeah.
Um,
So I do want to do something with you, Boater, and with the people in chat. Um,
yeah.
are you ready for this?
Oh yes, yes. I think I know what's coming. Go ahead.
Is it an RPG spell or an energy drink flavor?
So this was a quiz that you found, right?
A quiz on Kotaku. The person Sunday at 2 p.m. Zach Zweisen. I will send a link to it at the end because I don't want you guys
No
to
cheating. No
um,
cheating.
to cheat. So don't go to Kotaku.com and don't type in energy drink flavors. But I'm going to be giving about 30 seconds per question, 30 seconds in your time out there in
Yep, yep,
Twitch,
yep.
not in our time. So I'm going to say the name of something. And is it a spell or is it an energy drink? It doesn't necessarily have to be Monster, by the way.
Right.
So the person did acknowledge at the end. I know some of these might be spells or drinks that overlap with other spells or drinks. Didn't know about it. I understand if this happens. Just assume you're more informed about energy drinks and spells than the author. Congrats.
Okay.
So, beginning with the first one. Is everyone ready in chat, by the way?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
I hope you've got your Monster Energy and your energy drink tasters on, because your first question is Ultraviolet. Is that an RPG spell or an energy drink flavor?
I mean, that's very much sounds like an energy drink flavor. I don't know exactly what brand it belongs to, but that sounds almost like too simple for a spell.
We're gonna give another
So
couple
we've got
seconds for
more like
chat.
rigor
I like,
mortis saying an energy drink. Mark 2164 saying it's a spell.
and by the way, folks watching at home, ultraviolet is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, an energy drink flavor.
Cool. What brand? Like, is that
It's
like
Monster Energy.
it's a monster drink? Okay, cool.
It's a purple can. It's amazing.
No,
That's actually my favorite
really?
flavor. Yes. Oh yeah. Second one. So this person made a list of 20. I think we'll do 10 of them.
Okay.
Um,
This kind of thing is fun. I actually a few weeks ago, someone was just doing like a quiz from home that people in the community could participate in, and one of the rounds that
do
I
you
was
want me to
in.
make more? If you like this, by the way, I'll make more of these because
Yeah.
I used to do
Yeah,
Fact
you
or
used to do the
Crap
kind of
during
thing for
behind the counter.
behind the counter. But like there was Yu-Gi-Oh card or Magic the Gathering card, and I didn't do that great for that.
Oh my
My opponent went
god.
6 for 6. I think I went like 2 out of 6.
So, is the next one is Pipeline Punch an RPG spell or an energy drink?
I'm gonna say energy drink on that one too. I could see where that would be a spell, because punch. But I'm gonna say that punch is referring to like a fruit punch, and pipeline might be meant to evoke energy of some sort, like gas energy kind of thing. So energy drink.
So we've got Anti-Claus Prime and more like Rigor Mortis right on it, saying that they're energy drinks, and Mark saying that it is a spell.
Okay.
We're going to give another 10 seconds, not too long. But Pipeline Punch, by the way, for those of you at home, Pipeline Punch is another energy drink. It's a flavor of Monster.
Okay.
Next, is it an RPG spell or an energy drink? Blue Bolt. Blue Bolt. RPG spell, energy drink.
That's a little harder. I know that I've had like Jolt had a blue flavor. So I could see that being an energy drink now with a slightly different thing. But I could also see that being BronyGamer95. Thank you very much for the follow right here at Insane Games TV _.
Hell yeah, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, it definitely feels like both. I'm gonna say, you know what? Energy drink has gotten me points before. I'm gonna say energy drink on this one.
So, we've got Demon Dragon saying it's a spell. We've got Anti-Klaus saying a spell. More like rigor mortis saying feeling like it's both. Okay. And then Mark saying it's a spell. And the answer is, it is in fact a spell. The person did not say what game they pulled it from.
Come on, like that's just being negligent. All right.
Boater's upset.
I am. So it is a D&D spell where the target is struck by a bolt of lightning that ignores armor class spell resistance.
Next one. Is it a spell or an RPG? While you're elaborating, we'll get that one out there. Is it an RPG spell or an energy drink? Star Blast. Star Blast.
Star Blast.
Can you drink it? Can you like it? Can you have it? Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say a spell on that one for Star Blast.
Making sure I'm not typing this in the... Ooh, ooh. So, unequivocally, everyone's saying it's a spell.
Yep.
And unfortunately for you, ladies and gentlemen, Star Blast is the name of a popular drink from Bang Energy.
It is also a spell because I looked it up. It is a spell in D&D 5th edition. It is a card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It is a spell in World of Warcraft. That is both.
Boater, pardon me. 5th edition is for nerds, okay?
5th edition? It's the current edition.
Yep, it's for nerds. Who wants to buy all those books? I mean, really.
Don't look at my book.
How about Kazapple?
Kazapple. That is an
RPG spell?
That sounds that
Energy
I
drink.
hope that's an apple flavored energy drink and I want it.
Kazapple.
So I want an apple flavored energy drink.
Kazapple. Is it an RPG spell? Is it an energy drink? I think Boater and I will work on... I hear you typing out there, Vladdy. Don't you cheat.
Also, there's an energy drink called Blue Bolt. Just
Oh, yeah.
rewinding a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of crossover. Kazapple.
Never heard of Bang, by the way, does it? So it doesn't
That's
count.
not how trivia works. Trivia is all about what you've heard of. You don't get to say it doesn't count.
Flatty, I'm not cheating this time. Kazapple, drink, drank, drunk, e-drink. More like rigor mortis. You should write that to the Bang Energy people. I bet that they would throw you a little bit of money for the free advertising.
All right, what do we got for Kazapple? Let's hear it.
It is, in fact, a Dragon Quest spell.
Huh. Interesting.
So that was 5.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 more.
Yeah, sure. Make that a lucky number 7.
Broom Broom. Broom.
Broom, as in
Is it
spelled
an-
like the thing that you sweep with?
Yes, BROOM space BROOM. Is it an RPG spell? Is it an
Sounds like
energy
a
drink?
lame ass cantrip. We'll go with spell. Broom broom. It's like a kid trying to make sounds to go fast. Boom, bum, 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 bum. A crazy frog. Brum, brum, bum, 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 brum, brum, bum, bum,
Oh,
brum,
God.
brum, brum. Wee, brum, 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 brum. Broom Broom, what is it? Anti-Claus saying it's a
Broom
spell, more
Broom.
like Rigor Mortis saying it's a spell. Or fetches, I assume it either sweeps flies or fetches way too much water.
It is apparently hang on. It is a spell from the game Ni no Kuni.
Okay.
And I believe it is actually it's a plot device. So I'm not going to spoil it because it is apparently something you need to finish the game.
Yeah, like I'm looking through here and it's
Wow!
like,
Way
oh,
to
yeah.
go!
It is an everyday spell that breathes life into brooms and other brush-like objects. So yes, it will fetch you too much water. Good going, Rigor Mortis.
Exactly. Not flying though, says Anti-Klaus. And our last spell on the is it a spell or an energy drink? So next week, by the way, I will make up a list of 7 items. Of is it this or this?
Okay. Okay.
Cool Aura. Cool Aura. Is it an RPG spell? Is it an energy drink?
I could see it being both again, but we're gonna say spell. Some sort of offensive aura that does cold damage to enemies within some radius of you. Seems like an anti-energy drink.
And we've got answers coming in chat. Anti-Class Prime says it's a spell. Seems like an anti-energy drink spell. Thank you guys, by the way, in chat for playing along with us. I appreciate it.
I realize I miss doing factor crap during behind the counter where we, 4 of us around a table. Really good times.
I'm sure every time Mike and Dan, by the way, sit down to do behind the counter live on Insane Games TV, I'm sure they miss me shouting over them.
Yeah, right.
I by the way do check out the revamp behind the counter because it is like it is awesome to have Mike and Dan doing it, and they interact with chat and everybody, and they bring up a lot of interesting news and things like that. So please check that out. By the way, if you haven't yet, now's a good time to hit that heart button in the corner, follow, subscribe. You too can give people the face.
What do we got? What do we got for Cool Aura?
By the way, Cool Aura is in fact a Dungeons and Dragons spell.
Is it though?
Yes.
Because I'm not finding it.
Well,
I actually couldn't find it under either.
There are different auras, and Cool Aura is one of the subcategories of auras that you can project. It's not like the Fawns, where it's like, hey, it's more like the kind, just as a heads up.
Well, no, I got that, but I'm actually not finding it.
So that was, is it this or this? A little bit of extra news coming in from the world of video games right now.
Yep.
Are you a fan of the Lord of the Rings Lego? Well, then you should definitely hop onto your PC right now, because for some reason they have put them back on Steam very suddenly. And I'm not going to lie to you folks, the licensing for things like that are a nightmare, because they have to get the directors of the films, they have to get the producers, they have to get the Tolkien family, they have to get all the actors and all these other things. So snap them up, get on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the reason that if you see those games in stock at any store, it's why the average cost of them is at least $20, even though they came out almost a decade ago, because they're not coming back. Like, speaking of not coming back, Boater, you know when you leave the house and then you come back and your communist robot has put all this propaganda for its communist agenda all over your home living? Don't you hate that?
No.
Oh, you don't? Then clearly you, like many other people, don't play Fallout 76. But, my God, they're at it again. There's a robot that you can create It's a station for this one robot, and it comes out and it gives you stuff, but you have to interact with it, and it uses, stereotypical communist jargon, brother, this and that and the other. But apparently, the game is having the problem where when you leave your camp, the robot then just engages itself and wanders around and plasters your whole place with propaganda posters and like leaves gifts for you around and
Okay.
like pamphlets.
Good.
Um,
Good robot.
Unfortunately, it's the base itself does not recognize it as a part of the base, so the base then proceeds to attack it.
Oh no!
So people are coming back to the communist propaganda bot being dead, and then just crap everywhere.
Evil capitalist base.
Some good and some bad news, by the way, coming out of video game releases. The Last of Us 2 will be coming out in June. Do not look up things for The Last of Us 2, by the way, because there was a major leak and it pretty much ruined the game itself. Look up trailers. Do not just type in Last of Us 2. I didn't have it spoiled for me, but that's not necessarily a game that I'm going to play.
Yeah, be careful about that. Yeah.
But unfortunately for fans like myself, Ghost of Tsushima, pardon my white, was originally set to be released in June 26th. It is going to be getting pushed back until July 17th for releasing, and for, unlike our copy of Final Fantasy VII we never got, because they want to make sure that they're creating enough copies to get sent out everywhere. Thanks a lot, Square Enix. And by the way, just on a final note, if you are cheating in Modern Warfare and in Warzone, prepare to be in your own potato lobbies, you fucks.
Good.
They've literally now flagged 50,000 permanent bans.
Oh my god.
And 70,000 since April 13th. And the people that didn't get permabanned are just being put into perma lobbies where it's people that cheat playing against people that cheat. So
yeah, have fun with that. Although that makes like a little microcosm of, well, you gotta cheat better, and just like super cheaters unleashed on the world, and oof. Ooh, Final Fantasy VII back in stock on the Square Enix store. Thank you, Demon Dragon.
Not ordering it from the Square Enix store. I don't want to do that. I want to pick it up today. I want to play it.
Well, good luck with that. Also, good luck reaching Death Stranding like you said you wanted to do, because it's past 8:30, Dave.
Oh, no.
So, unfortunately, we are going to have to call it for the night. This has been the Nerd Glasses Podcast. Thank you all so much for joining us here.
Next week, we'll get to Death Stranding. Next week, though.
Sure we will. But stay tuned tonight, where I will be taking the helm on the Citadel. We are going to be playing Bard's Tale. It's been a little bit since we've been at this game. I don't want to lose the muscle memory too much, and it's going to be a nice, relaxing game because I've had a bit of a headache all day, and music is really good for that sort of thing. Although, honestly, the headache's mostly fine now, so it won't be too bad. Anyway, folks, that is going to be right after this. Citadel will... Basically, what's going to happen is the stream's going to go off for about a minute, and then we'll be right back. So, Dave, what summon are you trying to call to you right now?
If you're evil and you're on the rise... If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the four of us taking you down. 'Cause we're good and evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and...
Steven.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Have
And
a
one
good
more
night,
musical
everyone.
presentation for everyone as well. Thank you, and have a good night.
There's no one. You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. Shia LaBeouf. He's following you, about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere!
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife, it's Shia LaBeouf. Lurking in the shadows. Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Living in the woods, Shia LaBeouf. Killing for sport, Shia LaBeouf. Eating all the bodies. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Now it's dark, and you seem to have lost him. But you're hopelessly lost yourself, stranded with a murderer. You creep silently through the underbrush. Aha! In the distance, a small cottage with a light on. Hope. You move stealthily toward it, but your leg! Ah! It's caught in a bear trap!
Gnawing off your leg.
Quiet, quiet.
Limping to the cottage.
Quiet, quiet.
Now you're on the doorstep. Sitting inside. Shia LaBeouf. Sharpening an axe. Shia LaBeouf. But he doesn't hear you enter. Shia LaBeouf. You're sneaking up behind him. Strangling superstar Shia LaBeouf. Fighting for your life with Shia LaBeouf. Wrestling a knife with Shia LaBeouf. Stab it in his kidney. Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your stump leg. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise, there's a gun to your head and death in his eyes. But you can do jujitsu with body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf. Legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf. Normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf. You try to swing an axe at Shia LaBeouf, but blood is draining fast from your stump leg. He's pounding every swipe. He parries to the left. You cut him to the right. You catch him in the neck. You're chopping off his head now. You just decapitated Shia LaBeouf.
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe from Shia LaBeouf.